Okay, so I found someone on YouTube who said some really interesting stuff regarding race. And he was like, there is no such thing as a light skinned black person. I was like, what? And basically, he said, like, think of it. Do you know any dark skinned white people? I'm like, oh, I mean, when they get tans or something? No, he's like, no, no, no. Light, like, there's genetics. Like, he was like, white people more on top of it. Like, they're like, listen, this is what white people look like. This is our skin tone. This is how we look. And that's it. And he was like, listen, black people, this is what we look like. This is our skin tone. And that's it. He was like, black people are brown. I'm not talking about the, you know, brown. I'm talking about brown, like the color crayon brown, like variations of brown, sienna, like from like my tone to a darker brown, like anyone who looks beige or lighter than that. He was like, you're not black, because I'll also put that in the description. There's a whole, genetic study and stuff like that regarding the races. Like, if you're black, you cannot be light, because you can't be light skinned, because light skinned is a genetic marker of another race. A genetic marker of the black race is brown, variations of brown. My brown to not exceeding light brown, but brown, dark brown, medium brown, like just brown, the color brown. He's like, if you're not brown, I'm talking about real brown, not the Hispanic, I got a tan brown, like brown and darker, you're not black. And I found that interesting. Like, imagine, like, I put this picture up because, like, with Trump, like, he's a dark-skinned white man. Like, we don't talk about that. Like, we say a white person has a certain color range, genetic-wise. So black people should also have a certain color range. And when we don't, it's because of we've mixed with other races who have a genetic marker that's lighter than us. So then we get people that kind of look like us but have light skin or blue eyes. But that comes from another race because you're mixed. So he was saying, like, if you don't have brown skin, brown eyes, a triangular nose, full lips, you're not black. Just like how white people are like, well, if you don't have light skin, straight hair, straight nose, thinner lips, you're not white. They could say it, but we can't. We can't. We want to embrace everyone. I don't know. It kind of blew my mind. It blew my mind, because every race is about, this is what we as a race genetically look like. But what black people, no, we need to say we're light skinned and dark skinned and all that stuff. I don't. It made me think a bit. Like, I didn't want to absorb that because, like, I have light skinned family members and stuff like that. But he's like, they're not genetically black. Like, you see Hispanics, there's white Hispanics and black Hispanics. Why? Why? Like, Hispanic is not a race, but they'll say white and black Hispanic. Because white Hispanics are expected to have light skin. That's why you call them white Hispanics. Black Hispanics are expected to have darker skin. That's why they're black Hispanics. You never heard of a light-skinned black Hispanic. Light-skinned black Hispanic. You don't hear that. It makes me think. I don't know about any of you guys. This guy said there's it's like stop saying dark skinned black people. Black people are dark skinned. They're like my skin color, and I never had a problem with my skin color because I guess I'm like in the middle. Like I'm brown skinned, but I'm not very dark skinned. But I'm dark skinned compared to like white people. But within my own race, but I noticed like the light skinned black people or people who aren't black will often say, "I went on vacation. Look, I got a tan. I'm almost as dark as you." And I'm like, no, you're not. But they always want to tell that to me, like, "Oh, look, I'm as dark as you." Like, no, no, you're not. What are you talking? Like, I get that a lot, guys. Look, I went on vacation, Angela. Look, I'm as dark as you. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. I just kind of makes sense to me. I'm not saying it's true. It's not. I find it interesting. I need you guys' input on this because it makes sense. Look at Obama. He will be in this picture. He will be able to say he's black, and nobody will flinch. And they, okay, yeah, one of his parents was black. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, he's a black man. If Trump had one parent that was black, and he's like, I'm white, people will be like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no such thing as a dark skinned white person, but there's such thing as a light skinned black person. Ah, it's an interesting topic. I'm gonna link that YouTuber and study on that stuff, and you guys tell me what you think. It makes kind of sense, but I don't want it to make sense, but it makes sense. Like if white people can say, listen, this is what we look like, and that's it, and black people can't say this is what we look like and that's it. What does that say? What does that say? Like, we're lighter because of our mixed and the colonization. Even other races, Hispanic, Indians, like the reason that they have lighter people in their race is because of mixing. Because of mixing. But white people like, I don't care if I mix with you. You ain't never gonna be white. You dark. But we're like, oh, you light. You're still one of us. This is it's a hard topic, but it's a truth. It's some truth. It's some truth, and I'm like, wow, like, oh, have I ever seen a dark skinned white person who said, I like look like this guy and said, yes, I'm white, and everyone said, yes, you are. But if he looked like Obama and said, my mom is black, I'm black, yes, you are, yes, you are. I don't know. It's an interesting topic that I would like to talk more about, but I'm just saying.